Okay, first of all, if I start laughing, I'm sorry, that's what I do when I get nervous. Okay, you're right, no sorries. Okay. If someone were to ask me, what is depression, or what does it feel like to be depressed, I would reply with, how much time do you have? Because depression is like a maze. I take 5 turns thinking I'm going in the right direction, and then I end up at a dead end. I don't know if I was always depressed or if I somehow developed it over time, but what I do know, and what I want you to take away from my story, is that depression is not just one thing. It's not just sadness. Yes, that's the most common emotion, but there's also anger and fear and disgust and anything else you can think of. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I feel like my head is a Marvel movie, and there's the good guys and the bad guys, and they just keep fighting until someone wins. Now, usually the good guys win, but on the few occasions when the bad guy does, it's not pretty. The bad guy is always telling me that I'm not worth it, that I should kill myself, that I'm not good enough. But the good guy is telling me that I'm beautiful, that I'm loved, that I am worth it, that I am good enough, that I have everything to live for. And I try my hardest to listen to the good guys, but sometimes the bad guys I just can't get rid of. And it's hard. It is so hard. But I'm doing it. A question I ask myself a lot is, am I alive or am I just living? Because though the words sound so similar, there is such a huge difference. Because if you're alive, it's just 11:59, 60 seconds till midnight, and you almost made it through. But if you're living, then you accomplished something today. Whether it was simply just getting out of bed, you did something, anything. Recently, I've pushed myself. I've made myself get more involved in school. I did this. I'm doing this. I've stopped devouring books, and yes, it's nice to get away for some time, but it's not healthy to just not live. So I'm doing it, I'm living. And like I said, it's hard, but I am doing it. And some days are worse than others, yes. Sometimes you're not just sad, sometimes you're shattered. Sometimes I'm shattered. When I'm angry, I'm not just angry, I'm furious. Some days I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'll just hear my mother's voice downstairs, and I want to scream at her to get out. But I love her, so I don't. Some days are worse than others, but I'm getting through it. I am doing it. I am pushing myself. I am surviving. I am living. And I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know there are so many other people going through this. And as long as you know that I'm okay and I know that I'm okay, we're all going to be okay and we're going to get through it. So I just want you to know to never give up. Ever. No matter how hard it gets. There's always a rock bottom, but do not give up. Because if you give up, then you have nothing. You always have yourself. You always have someone. So don't give up. If you want to come talk to me, you can. If you want to hug me, go for it.